Part 3. The version of you that stayed. Ethan didn't fall. He fractured. Memories didn't return in a clean sequence. They shattered into him voices. Smells, sensations colliding all at once. His knees hit the floor, but he didn't feel the impact. He was somewhere else. Everywhere else, a white lab, fluorescent lights, buzzing. A younger version of himself hunched over a workstation, eyes red from sleepless nights. The screen showed neural maps, memory clusters glowing in violent reds and blues. "We can't keep them here," a woman's voice said. "Mara?" The name tore through him like glass. "She's reliving it every night," Mara continued. "The accident, the fire. If we don't separate the memory from the emotion, she's going to kill herself." Ethan remembered the way his hands shook as he typed. "I can build a buffer," he said. "A place where memories can exist without destroying the host." "A place?" Mara asked. "A structure," Ethan replied. "Not physical. Cognitive. A house." The house groaned in the present. Ethan screamed as the memory jumped. A trial run. The first subject screaming as her worst moment was extracted, relief washing over her face as the memory vanished. "It worked," Mara whispered, crying. But that night, Ethan dreamed of a hallway. Long, endless, lined with doors. He bolted upright in the present, gasping. The floor beneath him was no longer wood. It was flesh. Warm. Pulsing. The house was alive now, no longer pretending. "You feel it now," said a voice behind him. "Not the man. Not anymore." Ethan turned. The other him stood there, but his face was cracked, like porcelain breaking from the inside. Dark veins of memory pulsed beneath translucent skin. "You stayed," Ethan said hoarsely. "I had to," the other replied. "Someone needed to remember when you erased yourself." The walls whispered. Names. Hundreds of them. Thousands. "You told them they'd be safe," the other Ethan continued. "You told them you'd hold their pain so they could live." Ethan clutched his head. "I didn't know it would become this." "You did," the other snapped. "You just didn't want to accept the cost." A door burst open down the hall. A woman stumbled out, eyes wide, mouth moving soundlessly. Her skin was burned, blistered, forever frozen in the moment of her trauma. "Help me," she croaked. Ethan rushed toward her, but the floor buckled, pulling her back into the dark. "No," Ethan shouted. The house laughed, not with sound, with pressure. "Pressure. This place feeds on unresolved memory," the other Ethan said, "and you gave it an endless supply." Ethan backed away. "Then end it. Destroy the house." The other shook his head. "If the house dies, every memory collapses back into their owners." Ethan felt sick. "They'll break. They'll die," the other corrected, "or worse." The ceiling cracked open. Faces pressed through from above, watching, waiting. "Why didn't you stop me?" Ethan whispered. "I tried," the other said softly, "but he coded me not to." A new memory surged. Ethan standing alone, older, hands shaking as he typed one final command. Anchor memory self. Failsafe. Amnesia. "You chose ignorance," the other said. "He chose imprisonment." The house suddenly shifted. The walls rearranged violently, forming a vast central chamber. At its core stood a staircase descending into darkness. "What's down there?" Ethan asked. The other Ethan's voice dropped. "The first memory, the one you buried deepest." The air thickened. A child's laughter echoed faintly. Ethan's heart stopped. "I didn't have children," he said. The other looked at him. "Yes," he said. "You did." The world tilted. Memory slammed into him. A small boy running through this same house when it was still just a simulation. Laughing. Safe, Ethan. Holding his hand. Mara smiling from the doorway. Then the accident. A fire in the lab. Sprinklers failing. Smoke. Screaming. Ethan collapsed. "I tried to save him," He sobbed. I built the house to keep him alive, to store his mind, and everyone else became collateral, the other said. The staircase began to descend on its own. You can still choose, the other said, but this is the last time. Choose what? Ethan asked, tears streaming. The other Ethan placed a hand on his chest. Become the house, he said, or let it die. The breathing stopped again. The people screamed. The house waited. Ethan looked into the darkness below. I won't run, he said. Not again. He stepped onto the staircase. The door at the bottom opened. Light flooded upward, and for the first time, the house screamed back.